Good Friday morning to you. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martrich. This is your outlook for June 27, 2014. And we're going to have high pressure just to our north over New England, actually northeast from our area here. And because it's in this position here, just sitting right over the northern New England area here, winds, of course, around the high pressure are going to be clockwise. So with the clockwise flow, you're going to have an easterly component to the wind today. Now, it's not going to be a tremendous wind here. It's going to be a very light wind, but it might be enough that's going to bring some more clouds in this area here. Now, this is actually showing precipitation here on this model here, but and the models are starting to show a little bit of precipitation even with those clouds coming in. I don't think it's going to be in a mostly cloudy day over most areas. I think over eastern areas you get into more clouds here, but for the west you get into less clouds to deal with than say places in New Jersey, and that's just because this wind around this high pressure is not a strong onshore flow component. So I'm not really as enthused as some of our other forecasters out there that are saying that there's going to be a completely cloudy day. I don't see it. I do think we're going to see some sun today too. But let's go over to the NAM high res here, and this is the future simulated radar starting off at noon on Friday here. And we're going to go a little bit forward here. You can see some afternoon convection is popping up across, very isolated across parts of our area here. Not a big deal here. This is actually getting into the evening hours here. And this is all rotating around the outer periphery of this high pressure. This is a cutoff high. This is going to become with the flow well to the north of the high pressure system itself. And I'll show you what I mean by that in a second here. But just some pop-up showers here that the models are picking up on here. Very isolated, very hit or miss. Okay, and here we're going to go back to the look on Friday and head forward from that point. This high pressure is actually going to head offshore here and sit around here just south of Long Island here on Saturday afternoon. So you could have some showers again, one of those isolated hit or miss showers. I think it's going to be further west this time. This is going to set up as what's known as a ring of fire here, where you have a high pressure that's cut off from the flow. The jet stream is actually going way up here to the north here, and this high pressure is just kind of sitting here cut off from that flow. So this is a cutoff high or ring of fire, and basically what the high pressure does, underneath that high pressure you have sinking air, so everything is allowed to collapse, and no showers or thunderstorms can form in this area. But right around the periphery of the high, it forms a ring of precipitation. So right around this outer edge here is where you could get some showers and thunderstorms that could pop here, and that is known as the ring of fire. Of course, this high pressure being a little bit too far west now on the models here is now having a dry forecast for most of our area here on Saturday, and especially on Sunday, as the high pressure continues to sit here and dominate. So you can see with that high pressure in that position here, here's a look at Sunday right here, and you can see in this position with high pressure right here, it's a little bit too close, but you still have that same idea here with this ring around the high pressure here. You see that's still doing that same thing. So these areas around here in this area will be the focus of the showers and thunderstorms. Right underneath the high pressure, close enough to it, you'll be in the clear, and that's what we're expecting for most of this weekend. So it should be a nice weekend coming up here, and then we're going to get into early next week. This high pressure is actually just going to start sinking to the southeast here, and because it's doing that, winds are going to shift to a more southerly or southwesterly direction. Temperatures are going to increase, humidity is going to increase, and it's going to begin on Monday, and we're going to head that right into the middle of next week here. And right after that point here, next chance for showers and thunderstorms will be an isolated chance here on Monday, and then another one that's going to take place more scattered, and maybe even some strong storms. We'll have to watch for that as we get a little bit closer to it later Tuesday with scattered showers and thunderstorms. But the Tuesday, Wednesday time frame, it looks like it's going to be very, very warm temperatures. Might hit 90 degrees down here, especially down towards Philadelphia. In this area will be probably a pretty good bet to hit 90, and maybe upper 80s elsewhere. But it's going to be definitely a warm up and an increase in humidity as we head into the beginning and middle part of next week. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martrich, and that is your outlook for June 27th, 2014. Have a great Friday.